Welcome to the Rewriting Naruto series part 46. This is a series of videos where I rewrite Naruto, making changes to improve the story for my personal taste. Please like this video. It only takes 2 seconds and it helps me out a lot. Also, if you want to support the series even further, share the video to your friends that like Naruto and rewrites, subscribe if you haven't, and ring those notifications because that also helps you know when the rewrites come out. Let's get going. Team Neji and their 3 ninja dogs dashed to intercept Sasuke jumping through the forest. Tenten weaved an enormous sequence of hand signs. The massive metal scroll flying behind her began to give off steam. The glyphs engraved intensified their glow as Tenten continued the process. Metal contraptions in the scroll itself twisted, releasing even more steam. Has anyone even survived this jutsu before? Lee asked. No, but if Sasuke has that skin change, he should. Besides, I'm tired of Neji making fun of me because of our fight in the Chunin exams. I mean, in hindsight, it was kind of funny. Concentrate, you two. We're getting close to him. How much longer, Tenten? Neji asked. The seal is almost done. The metal scroll began to hum. Neji and Lee felt power emanating from it. Chakra hit their faces, and the steam created a region of hot air around them as they cruised through the forest. First seal, Kaishen Sorcerer's Eye. Release! An explosion of steam erupted from the great scroll. The scroll opened, releasing a large piece of parchment, which showed 12 distinct glyphs. Ninja art, hidden jutsu, summoning of the 12 ethereal visages, Tenten said, weaving one exotic hand seal. Each of the 12 glyphs gave off a different hue and summoned a new scroll each. They had different colors as well and were also made of metal. However, they looked pristine and a faint aura of light surrounded all of them. Tenten started another hand sign sequence. Ninja dogs, stay back. I don't want Sasuke to see you. That way he won't know we're tracking them by their scent. He'll think it's my Byakugan. And if he sees you, he'll also suspect Kakashi's with us. It will work better if Kakashi has the element of surprise whenever he arrives. The ninja dogs nodded and stayed back. The 12 ethereal scrolls hovered behind Tenten, giving off more light the longer she weaved the hand signs. I'm still not sure if that jutsu is a good idea. Do we have something less deadly? Lee, life itself is a constant oscillation between the anxiety to possess and the monotony of owning, Tenten professed, still focused on the long hand sign sequence. What? This jutsu's nickname is the Monotony Bringer, and it has a reason for it. It gives me everything, and it will fulfill this mission for us. Kakashi tossed kunais and shurikens at Tobi, who ran away from him through the forest. Kakashi couldn't land a single hit. Tobi was simply too fast and nimble. Kakashi also didn't use any large-scale ninjutsu, no one to spend chakra before he reached Sasuke. I don't have time for this, Kakashi thought, tossing a kunai with a smoke bomb attached to it. Tobi dodged it, though. Oh no! Please, Mr. Copy Ninja, stop! The smoke bomb exploded, flooding that section of the forest in it, shrouding Tobi in a dark cloud. Kakashi used that chance and dashed to the opposite direction of the forest as fast as he could, trying to lose Tobi. He beamed past trees and bushes, and in a few seconds the cloud of smoke was no longer in sight. He was far away from Tobi now. Then again, he probably had access to some type of teleportation jutsu, so Kakashi had to get far away enough so Tobi wouldn't be able to pinpoint his position and get back back to him. Kakashi kept going. He had to reach Team Neji. They would intercept Sasuke any moment now. Toby slammed Kakashi with his butt. Oh, sorry, I was tired. I wanted to take a seat. I'm so sorry. Kakashi managed to raise his guard, but the impact still pushed him back. So he won't let me go at all, huh? Then I'll have to start spending my chakra. Tenten's 12 scrolls were now beacons of light that branded eyesight, floating behind her. She kept on weaving hand signs, and power flowed out of them. Second seal, Tian's 12 hearts, release! The 12 scrolls opened, and Tenten finished another sequence. Summoning Jutsu! Each of the scrolls then summoned a different weapon that was wrapped around chains of black and white chakra. The final seal. That chakra made an ethereal hum that shook the inside of Lee's ribcage. So these are the legendary 12 decrees of Shangdi, the 12 strongest weapons ever made according to Tenten. The legend says they were created by God itself, Lee thought, staring at the powerful artifacts. The final sealing is the longest one, Tenten said, and began to weave hand signs. Another great sequence, and this time she chanted while she moved her hands. The chant resonated with the chakra hum, creating a powerful sound, and the chain slowly receded and evaporated, responding to Tenten's commands. We're getting closer to Sasuke. Lee and I will buy time for you to finish releasing the last seal, alright? Neji said. Tenten nodded, and she smiled. Tenten couldn't help but to feel powerful using that jutsu, as if no foe had a chance to stop her. Kisame drank hot tea in the basement of an isolated inn somewhere in the Blazing Horn. His great Samehada was detached from his back and leaned against the wall next to him. The dim light and dry air of the makeshift tavern was unpleasant to him. Kisame preferred human environments, which reminded him of his childhood home. But he knew this was a good place to hide. He was there by himself, and Itachi cast a genjutsu on the innkeeper to make sure she wouldn't let anybody else in. Itachi entered the basement, and one thing was different about him. He didn't wear his crimson Akatsuki ring. Also, his right eye was twitching ever so slightly. A detail that most would miss, but for someone who's been traveling with Itachi and fighting alongside him like Kisame for so long would notice. That twitch told Kisame that Itachi had used his Amaterasu. Did you take care of everything you had to? For now. Always so mysterious, Itachi. Kisame knew better than to ask why Itachi used Amaterasu. We must be careful. The Leaf has sent a large battalion down here. We should avoid unnecessary encounters. Interesting. I wonder how they figured out where we are. They are probably tracking Sasuke's scent. Kakashi Hatake is among them. Oh, the copy ninja. I assume that's the reason why he removed the ring, saying that he cannot be transformed. Something like that. You know, Itachi, the leader would be livid. We're not supposed to take those out until we die. It's a mark that we are members of the Akatsuki. That's what the leader wants us to believe. The reason he tells us not to remove the rings is to ensure we'll take good care of them. What do you mean? Are they actually valuable? Not in a strict monetary sense, but they are the conduit which the leader uses to draw our chakra during the tail beast sealings. Each ring corresponds to one of the statue's fingers, and only the ring bearers can assist during the sealing. That's why Orochimaru's defection was so detrimental, as the organization lost a ring when he left. I figured there was something going on, but I just thought it was a pretty thing that we were. Like the leader makes us paint our nails. We can't just leader create a new ring. They are tied to the statue from its creation, so no, new rings cannot be forged. I see why he kept it a secret then. Imagine if all the rings were stolen or destroyed, the organization wouldn't seal another tail beast. It would certainly slow down our plans. Just slow them down? Yes, even without the rings, I believe the tail beasts could be sealed. How so? Because of the leader's eyes. He can transmit his chakra to the statue without the ring. It would just take a long time for him to seal a tail beast. How do you know all this stuff, Itachi? You're creeping me out. The Uchiha Clan has access to many shards of knowledge, which I pieced together and formed this hypothesis. That's why I removed my ring and stored it somewhere safe. If we are captured or killed here, I wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. I see. Though I've never seen you acting so carefully before. Are you really afraid that this Leaf Battalion or even Sasuke will finally do you in? It is not death. that a man should fear, but not fulfilling his destiny when alive. My battle with Sasuke shall happen in due time, but before that, we must make sure our cause isn't compromised. Itachi extended his hand to Kisame, and he was puzzled. I will keep your ring safe for the time being. I don't think I'll take it off. Kisame, I am stronger than you. If I find our position dangerous enough to conceal my ring, you ought to do the same. Will we betraying the leader? No, you'll be furthering our goals. Why do you want to keep it? I have a safe place to store them, untraceable. Kisame considered for a while, but he trusted Itachi with his life, so he relented, removing his ring and handing it to Itachi. He felt naked without it though. Now, for the first favor that I asked you, look into my eyes. I will show you the specifics with my genjutsu. Pay close attention to the particular smell. Kisame was always unnerved whenever he looked into Itachi's eyes, but he promised Itachi that he would help him. After all, Itachi was the closest thing Kisame's ever had to a friend. Neji peered into the forest with his Byakugan. He's 300 meters ahead. Tenten, you'll stay in the rear. Lee, let's do the youthful air palm entrance strike, Neji said, rolling his eyes after saying the name that Lee gave to the technique. They kept on jumping through the trees, and Lee nodded, making the nice guy sign, appreciating that Neji used the name he gave to the ability. Tenten still weaved hand signs. The black and white chakra chains twisted and shrunk. Lee, now! Lee jumped towards Neji, landing on his hands. Neji used his chakra to attach his palms to Lee's soles. He aimed Lee to a section of the forest, making Lee stand up horizontally on his hands. He read it himself, crouching on Neji's palms. Gentle fist. Air palm! A powerful gust of air erupted from Neji's hands. At the same time, Lee pushed against his hands and rocketed through the forest, passing by tree trunks and branches at an insane speed. Naruto, Yamato, Ino, and the three ninja dogs dashed through the forest. They were further away from Neji's team than Kakashi, so they had to hurry. Damn it! Why did we have to be so far away from them? Naruto said, frustrated. That's just bad luck. We couldn't have known where Sasuke would be, Ino said. Still, every time I get close to Sasuke, it feels like he's even more out of reach. Then I suggest you stop yapping and start preparing, Naruto, Yamato said. Right. Naruto weaved hand signs and bit his finger, drawing blood. Summoning Jutsu. A tiny little toad appeared in his hand. We're probably gonna fight Sasuke. I'll need you to break genjutsu, alright? Roger that! The toad said, jumping into Naruto's clothes. Sasuke had hit several hideouts Jugo scouted on his way to the port city of Reguru. He found nothing so far. Maybe the port city would be a break in that streak of bad luck, or maybe his team would find something. But it was annoying. Itachi was nowhere to be found. Sasuke jumped from tree branch to tree branch, dashing towards Reguru, thinking about what he would do if he didn't get any intel on Itachi. Dynamic entry! Rock Lee appeared, aiming a kick at Sasuke. He cut the wind as an arrow and would strike Sasuke midair as Sasuke was in the middle of a jump. Sasuke shot a snake that wrapped itself around the trunk of a tree nearby. He used the snake to pull himself down, and Lee passed above him, kicking through the air. Sasuke could feel the wind hitting his face as Lee was very close. He impacted a tree past Sasuke, which shattered and fell. Sasuke landed on the ground as Lee jumped backwards, landing on a thick tree branch close to the forest canopy. Neji landed next to Lee, his Byakugan activated, and Tenten landed on a branch behind them, further away from Sasuke. She kept on weaving hand signs. The 12 weapons orbited her, evaporating and receding the black and white chains. The Uchiha looked up, gazing upon them. Rock Lee and Neji Hyuga. Hey, I'm here too! Tenten shouted. I don't believe we met. Yes, we did, and I'm going to refresh your memory. Somehow I doubt that. Are you serious? He doesn't remember me? Tenten blushed, but kept focusing on her hand signs. I take it you're here to bring me back to the village. Is Naruto with you? No, we just stumbled upon you. Our mission is to capture Itachi Uchiha, Neji said. Sasuke barked with laughter. You think you can capture Itachi? We know you wish to kill him, so we can't let you. Sasuke, the Leaf needs intel that Itachi has. He means to destroy the Leaf Village, so we need to capture him alive. If he wishes to destroy the Leaf Village, I'll help you by killing him. You can't. We need him alive. We need to extract the intel he has. Tenten kept weaving hand signs. The 12 final ceilings on the orbiting weapons emitted a pulsating beacon of light now. Itachi is not the sort of person that can be captured alive. You have no chance. Besides, this is my vendetta. I'll kill him myself, and by myself. End of story. We can capture him. You underestimate the power of the Leaf. Stop stop. I can't handle your stupidity. Just attack me already. Attack you? Yes, this conversation is futile. I'm not helping you, and I'm not going back to the Leaf Village now. So if you want to stop me from killing Itachi, you'll have to use violence. Neji, shouldn't we retreat? It's only the three of us. Lee asked. Huh, you're quite wise, Rock Lee. You'll retreat, gather the rest of your battalion, and then chase after me, using your Byakugan to look at my position. Neji looked at Sasuke and winced. Yes, I know you lied. Or at least I want to believe that the Leaf Village wouldn't be stupid enough to send a three-man cell to hunt down and capture Itachi. Then you should know complying is the best option for you. There is no ninja in the Leaf Village that pose a threat to me. Your Hokage should have told you that. You have no chance against Guy-sensei! Lee shouted. That eyebrow weirdo? He's not a weirdo! He's a great man! Is that guy here with them? It would make sense, seeing that these two were in his Genin team. He even said he was Kakashi's rival back in the day, and that he actually had an edge over Kakashi. And if Kakashi is here too, with even more Jonin fighting alongside them, this could be a problem, just like it was in the Land of Crystals. But if I incapacitate these three, it will delay their efforts. The whole battalion will be forced to pause the mission to heal them and recover them, or at least I would diminish their strength and numbers for a time. Don't worry, Lee, this Uchiha will learn some humility, Tenten said, still weaving the enormous hand sign sequence. A dozen or so meters behind Lee and Neji, near the forest canopy. The black and white chakra chains had almost disappeared from the 12 orbiting weapons now. Sasuke looked up with a neutral expression, observing the weapons with his Sharingan. Tenten tapped her hands, weaving the final seal of that sequence. At the same time, a blast of chakra erupted from her, reaching all the surrounding weapons. Final seal, 12 decrees of Shangdi, awaken! The chains disintegrated. Each of the hovering weapons discharged a powerful shockwave that rippled with each other, creating a continuous sound of an ethereal thunderclap within the forest. The shockwaves shook the trees and blew countless leaves away. They also dislodged Tenten's hairpins, untying her buns. Her dark, long hair flapped in all directions as the pressure from all 12 weapons kept on building, exuding power outwards. Lee and Neji looked at her, surrounded by the orbiting weapons, which gave off a powerful chakra aura of a different color each. Tenten was majestic. Lee and Neji had never seen her hair like that, which made the moment feel even more intense. Sasuke's Sharingan flickered from weapon to weapon. It was difficult to see what they actually were. Because the chakra aura surrounded them and almost blinded sight. The Sharingan could only see a blob of chakra instead of the shape of the weapon. Sasuke cocked his head, pondering what he should do as the chakra wave hit him and also made his hair flap. Tenten began to weave hand signs again. 12 godlike cadences emerge. Strings of chakra manifested themselves from all weapons, connecting to the back of Tenten's neck. That part of her skin became so bright it was painful to look at. Tenten weaved more hand signs, emitting her own chakra through the strings to the weapons. The strongest cadence against single opponents of great speed is the 7th, and the 4th variant should give me additional mobility and speed. I'll lead with that. She weaved more hand signs. 4th luminar variant, godly recall. Tenten emitted chakra in a distinct pulsating pattern through the strings. 7th cadence, unbound vectors emerge. The weapons began to move around Tenten, the strings still attached to the back of her neck. They were like planets orbiting a star, though they were connected to it, and their speed increased. They became a blur of several different chakra colors. Alright, now you're going. Sasuke kicked Tenten in the stomach. The impact twisted her body, making her puke blood, and she was sent flying in a descent line like a falling comet. Tenten hit several trees along the way, breaking through the tree trunks till she hit the ground, bounced a few times, and stopped. The 12 weapons disappeared in white smoke. Tenten! Lee screamed, surprised to see Sasuke there, right where Tenten used to be. He was too fast. Neither Neji nor Lee were able to stop Sasuke from getting to her, and he passed right between the two. Tenten didn't even register what hit her. Neji and Lee jumped towards her position below, and Sasuke watched them with his Sharingan. I was mildly curious to see what the Jutsu would do, but then I became afraid it would kill me of old age, Sasuke said as Lee and Neji reached Tenten. She was on the ground, unconscious. Her hair was a mess, and blood dripped from her mouth. No, Neji said, looking at her with his Byakugan. Her heart stopped. She's dead. Tenten, no! Lee screamed as Neji began to try and resuscitate her. You monster! Lee screamed at Sasuke. We have to get her to a medic, ninja. We don't have time, Neji said, applying CPR. Sasuke's mouth hanged open in disbelief. I didn't even kick her hard. Is this the type of ninja the Leaf is sending to capture Itachi? Itachi? Is that a joke? You bastard! Lee prepared himself to dash towards Sasuke. No, Lee, we have to focus on Tenten. Damn it, she's not responding. Neji applied CPR vigorously, but she didn't move. The situation seemed hopeless. Lee came closer to Neji, looking at Tenten. Is there something I can do to help? I don't think there's... Sasuke appeared between the two. He backhanded punched Lee and Neji in the face at the same time, sending the two flying in opposite directions. They were too distracted with Tenten to defend themselves from Sasuke's insane speed. Lee and Neji managed to right themselves up as they slid on the ground, and when they looked at Tenten, Sasuke weaved one-handed hand signs, igniting lightning on his left hand. No! Lee and Neji screamed at the same time, but Sasuke didn't even bother looking at them. He directed his hand towards Tenten's chest, sparking with lightning, and touched it with his palm. Tenten's body jerked, and her mouth opened wide, inhaling a generous gulp of air. Tenten was breathing again. Don't worry, I shocked her heart back into rhythm. There is only one man I'll kill, and besides, I promised not to kill any leaf ninjas. Sasuke grabbed Tenten's unconscious, yet breathing body by the collar of her clothes and tossed her towards Neji. Leave her in that small alcove over there. We don't want her to get hurt anymore, Sasuke pointed as Neji caught Tenten. What do you mean anymore? Lee asked. Well, I thought we were going to fight. Neji's Byakugan was pure anger, with its bulged veins. He gazed at Sasuke, piercing him with his eyes. One of our teammates is wounded. We're leaving to get help. Well, she'll be alright. We're gonna fight here. Why? Don't you want to fight Itachi? Why would you want to fight us now? Well, many reasons. For one, once you're all wounded and tired, it will delay your squadron and make it more difficult for you to interfere with my vendetta. But mostly because I lost a fight to both of you before, and I don't do that anymore. You don't fight anymore? Sasuke smirked. I don't lose anymore. He dashed at Rock Lee. Watch part 47 right here. Don't forget to like and share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, ring those notifications, and let me know what you thought about this part in the comments below. I'm pretty sure Tenten fans will be pretty upset. But thanks for watching, guys.